Hey guys, Tough Thumbs here. Make a quick video. Gonna show one pimp knife and talk about some shit about this hurricane thing. Just real quick, just some of my thoughts about how ridiculous people are and how much they overreact and how stupid they are when they're in a survival/preparedness situation. I mean, I'm no expert, but I do know that people are ridiculous when it comes to bad weather. But anyway, so getting to it. First off, as you can see, this guy here, Tyler Munns. This dude is on YouTube, T Munns. He sent me his paramilitary, or not paramilitary, I'm sorry, persistence. It's the P, sorry. Just told me to pimp it out. And it was stonewashed, but it wasn't stonewashed the way I would stonewash a blade. I mean, people have been doing the grabbing rocks from their I don't know who was the first to do this, but it's not a good idea, guys. Just grabbing rocks from your driveway, throwing them in a bottle with some soap and water and throwing it in the dryer is not a good idea. What I use and what you're supposed to use is a certain type of media. What I use is ceramic. Let me see if I can find one real quick. Oh yeah. So you see, these are just some shitty ones just left because I don't use them anymore. See the way they're shaped, and it's made out of ceramic. They're shaped a certain way to not cut pieces out of the steel, which is what you guys are doing with your driveway rocks. And that's not good. That's just pitting and going to cause rust really bad. So I fixed that up, and you know, I'm not knocking him. I probably would have done the same thing if I didn't have a stone washer because I thought it looked cool the way he sent it to me. But you know, just to save that knife, I figured I'd fix it up a little bit. I went a step further. I sandblasted, bead blasted, and then stone washed the blade for him. I did that to everything. So basically, it looks really nice. And this knife just looks kick-ass right now. There's no more spider on it, dude. I'm sorry, but it looks damn nice. And trust me, the overall package just looks beautiful. So you got your stone wash, your bead blasted, sand blasted, stone wash blade, looking really nice and even all throughout. And then you got your black bolster with the double Anzo pattern, the large Anzo with the small Anzo, and then the toxic green on the rest. And you got your awesomely stone washed, sand blasted, bead blasted clip to match it. Everything inside is stone washed and bead blasted and sand blasted, all three. It just looks really super clean. I think this thing looks fucking sweet. And you got your toxic liners throughout, and it's a perfect spacing, perfectly matched up on the bolsters there. But I like this pattern a lot. I use it once in a while. It's basically the regular sized Anzo with the smaller grooves in between them, like small little dips. So it kind of looks like a carg on the outside, like a gear or something. But overall, this is one sweet persistence. See that nice smooth? It feels nice and soft too. It's really cool. It's got a lot of sparkle to it, but I can't really make it out in the camera. It's nice. So it took out any of that imperfections or pitting that was caused by the stone washing. But you can't really tell, but these are nice and sandblasted. Everything's just nice and even there. So yeah, that's this guy. Great knife. Looks sweet. And the bead blast and stuff doesn't really dull it too much. It dulls it, but it's easier to get the edge back on there. So anyways, now on to my thoughts here. So, you know, everybody knows that this whole hurricane thing, Hurricane Irene's coming here. Mostly affecting people in New York and New Jersey and, you know, along the East Coast, around the coastlines. And So I just came from the supermarket. I didn't think this thing was a big deal, but everybody kept saying shit, and you know, people were coming home to my house with buckets of ice and stuff, or big bags of ice for 4 days, and blah blah blah. And you know, I'm semi-prepared. I mean, I got first aid kits, I got my bug out bags, I got extra water that's stored away, I got canned foods and such. But you know, I was running low on a few supplies, so I figured I'd run out and get it. And my buddy Mike was like, "You need to go out there and get that." So I was like, "All right, I gotta do this." So I was watching some videos online to check out exactly what's going on, and of course, every word is New York, evacuate. Just scaring people, just throwing the word evacuate out there as much as possible, as usual. And it's just, you know, my buddy Ryan, Ryan RXX or whatever his name is, he's hunkering down in New York. I mean, he's the one who should be worried, but he's just sitting there with a giant box of ramen noodles. I hope everything goes okay for him and everything. But I mean, you know, the supermarket is insane. I go there and everything's gone. Not only is it gone, but it's like panic. Like people grab shit in a panic. All the stuff's all over the floor. Everything's like sideways. And I'm just like, what are these fucking people doing? Like, what the hell do they think? Like, if I get bread, I'm gonna survive anything. Like, where is this like trust in bread for survival? I don't understand. Bread doesn't last long, it's got no nutritional value, it's basically some worthless ass shit that you put with meat. You know? So where is... Me and my girlfriend has this joke that, you know, whenever... Especially in Philadelphia, when I lived in Philadelphia, whenever it would snow, people went apeshit. Like, it was like the end of the world. I mean, I've lived in like a rural area my whole life, so moving to the city, I was on my fucking knees laughing, because it was so funny to me. Well, the bread is gone right away. Never mind the canned food, or the rice, or dry foods like that will last forever. Never mind that shit. The bread's gone and the frozen food's gone. So, thank God for your frozen foods that last about a day without, like, being, you know, frozen the whole damn time. So, I don't know where these people think that frozen foods are a good thing to get in a situation where you're going to lose power for a few days. It's basically have a heat source to heat water and cook food. That's it. And just get your ramen noodles. They're good. You know, you just use the noodles and you can mix them with a bunch of shit. And you know, if you're gonna get fruits and vegetables, you better eat them right away. Everybody knows that. I mean, I'm not a survival guy, guys, but I do know, like, common sense says that you shouldn't raid the meats. Like, I don't understand that the meats were ransacked in the grocery store. Like, I mean, unless these people have these giant packed freezers with ice, I don't know what the hell they're thinking. I guarantee you they don't. And I was seeing people going around with frozen pizzas and shit, and I'm just like, oh, we better get light bulbs. What do you need? I guarantee these people don't have dinner. If they're not smart enough to not, if they're not smart enough to not know that you know, a frozen pizza is not going to last them too long, like, I'm pretty sure they probably don't have a generator for those light bulbs. So I don't know. I mean, I'm stocked up on my batteries. I'm stocked up on my 4 flashlights. Each have 12 batteries apiece. I have rechargeable batteries, which won't be very useful, so I'm charging them all up. Charging my phone up, filled the gas tank for my car in case I need to leave, filled all the, you know, all the stuff, and getting candles, you know, I mean, so you don't have to use your flashlights unless you need to. But I'm sorry to, like, go a little apeshit here, but I just, you know, people around my area, it just seem pretty dumb sometimes. Like, people in general, like, as a mass, are pretty stupid. I mean, individuals, like, a lot of individuals, but in groups, I think people are pretty dumb. They tend to panic and they hear evacuation. I mean, I don't understand. Like, I don't watch a lot of news and shit. Every time I do, it's always, you know, it's always doom and gloom. It's like I mean, that earthquake or whatever, you know, it was interesting that happened. That was kind of weird. And it does worry me a little bit, I guess. I don't know what for, but it's just kind of odd. But I mean, like, you know, I don't know. It's just panic is the first reaction for a lot of people, and it's just not good. I mean, I think get prepared and get ready for it and hope for the best, I guess. But I mean, you know, you're not going to find any comfort in bread or frozen foods. But anyway, guys, that's my rant about Hurricane Irene. mean, I'm not saying it could be bad. I hope it's not. Guys, I took all the knives out of my garage, and I'm putting them upstairs in my house just in case. I know, like, I got bigger problems to worry about if the water gets 2 stories up. I mean, but, you know, just in case, you know, my garage is ground level, and, you know, my driveway tends to dip down to it, so if there is water flow, it will flow into the garage. So everything's off the ground that's electric, everything's unplugged after this video, and all the knives, everybody's knives are going inside, so they'll be safe. But anyway, guys, sorry about the lack of pimpage lately. I've been working on a ton of shit. It's just that a lot of stuff is almost done, and a lot of stuff is, you know, epoxied and drying. Some stuff is materials are coming. But since I'm ranting, guys, yeah, I'll get into that later. Anyway, guys, Tyler, I hope you like your knife. I love it. I think it's awesome. I think it looks so nice. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great evening and be safe and prepared. Later.